Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show. And just Mike and I are here tonight. Wesley's in the background back here. And Mike, we want to say hello to Dad for sure, and to Polly up there. And I know, well, bottom line, we just got back from Dale Holler. Mike did today about 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
He and Bill, Wesley and I left last night coming home, and we got home about 10 o'clock last night, and Mike and Bill had to stay and pack up everything, and got in today about 2 o'clock, didn't you, Mike?
Yeah.
So anyway, we had a good trip, caught some fish, and you know, that kind of thing. So we got some more film from Dale Holler, and had a little trip to Watts Bar today. Wesley and I did, and hopefully we get to show that. Plus we got the weigh-in on the Douglas Next Generation tournament that Wesley fished last Saturday, and we'll probably show that. Got a couple of minutes of that. As far as he and Colton Keys, they had a tough day. It was just seemed like the bite. They caught a fish first within the first hour we were out there, and after that it just went downhill, Mike.
Yeah.
But there were some fish caught. You know, a lot of them kids had three keepers, but those guys just couldn't muster up a bite, and we'll show that weigh in and move along with that. Anyway, we got all kinds of film to show. Mike's got film that he and Bill shot at Dale Holler. We'll show that next week or whatever. Speaking of next week, TWRA, boater safety officer, is going to be over here on the show with Brad Daugherty, and they called me 3-4 weeks ago, and I said, hey, yeah, come on over. That boater safety is a big deal, folks, I'm telling you. And so I was proud to let them come over and be on the show and talk to us about boater safety, because, you know, it's not going to be a few more weeks, Mike. The lake's going to get crowded.
It is, and a lot of them nowadays still don't know that if you're born after a certain date, you've got to have that boater safety course.
Boater safety course.
They can write you up for it.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, you can't just, you know,
that goes for a jet ski too. I think.
It's jet ski, yeah. You got to be a certain age to operate the jet ski. I'll get my law book out here in a minute and refresh our memories, but those guys will do that next week. But you're exactly right, Mike. After a certain date, if you were born after that date, you have to have the boater safety course, and whether you're if it's jet ski or a bass boat or a runabout or whatever.
Pontoon or whatever.
Whatever, yeah, you got to have it. You got to have the course. And I took Wesley down, I think he's had his now 3 years. You have to be 12 and over to take that course, and he's had his since then. So it's about 3 years ago. But it's a good course. It really is. I sat in the thing, and I'm glad I wasn't taking the test. Oh, but it did. It helped me refresh up on some things, and cause folks, you know, there's more and more people on the lake, more and more watercraft of all sorts on the lake, and I'll tell you something else that's you know, that you got to watch for is these kayaks.
Yes.
I mean, you know, you're going. I forgot. We were at, it was on Douglas the other day, Saturday, when I had West and Colton. Last Saturday I had West and Colton up there in that tournament. We was coming out of Flat Creek, and I thought it was a log.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was looking, you know, pretty good ways off, you know, and I thought, man, that's a big old log floating, you know, because the lake was coming up and this, that, and that. Well, we get down there closer, and I said, it's a dang kayak.
Yeah.
Huh? The guy sitting in that thing fishing.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, buddy, you know. But anyway, Yeah, that's like I said.
Well,
I thought it looked like you know how these old big tree stumps will come floating
Yeah.
down the river, and when
Yeah.
it's flooding and this, that, and the other, and high water.
Mhm.
Well, you know, a mile away, I thought, man, what a pretty good sized tree there. Want to watch that one. And then we got closer, and there's a guy in a kayak.
Yeah, well, them others, they turn around there and they got a big old board about like this desk right here, and they're
Yeah.
standing up on that thing and paddling away.
Yeah,
You know.
paddleboard, yeah.
Yeah, and then then the other one over at Loudon that time, he had the dang sail thing. He stuck down in there, and he gonna sail surf that thing, I guess, out there. You know.
Yeah, I don't.
So just
You know,
anything they can ride on, they gonna ride it. You know.
I guess so, Mike. You know, but there's a lot of obstacles out there. Like right now, a lot of trash. There's trash on Dale Hall. There's trash on Watts Bar. You know, anytime the water comes above normal pool, it picks that trash up, and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
get a heavy rain. Yeah, it all comes down the river.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, you know, it looks like a stick, but the rest of that 40-foot log's under the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it, you know, where it humps up there. You know, you'll think it's about that long till you hit it.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
And look out.
Some of them just barely cresting the water. You
Yeah.
know, so.
That's right. Let's see who we got here. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve, it's John Hooks.
Hey, John. How you doing, Brother Hooks?
I'm doing all right. I just called and let you know about the tournament stuff we got going on.
All right. Do that right quick. That'll be good, John. Good to hear from you. I heard you was out of town working.
Yeah, I've been out at Pittsburgh doing a big job out there at Eagle Point. Had to cancel my Chickamauga tournament because of it, but I'm going to make it up on a later date. But we got a tournament this Saturday on Melton Hill, launching out of Cardide Park.
Okay.
And then the next tournament after that is the Memorial Tournament for my brother.
Yeah.
And I'd like to just ask anybody that fishes, if they want to come, just come. If you don't, no members need to be, there's no member fees or nothing like that. You just want to fish, you come fish.
Okay. And now, John, give me the date on that Memorial Tournament.
It is May the 5th,
May the 5th. Okay.
launching out of Tom Fuller.
All right, buddy. I got all that information on the other sheet, but I wanted to make sure I got it down here tonight. Okay. All right, May the 5th, Memorial Tournament, and you're going to be over here at Milton Hill on the 27th or 28th for this Saturday. Okay?
Yep.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you, John. Thanks for calling and letting us know, buddy.
No problem.
All right, man. But yeah, just keep us updated, and we'll just keep rolling along, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, John. Tell your dad said hello.
All right.
See you, buddy.
See you.
All right, that's East Tennessee Bass Anglers there. John Hooks, tournament director, doing a good job. But yeah, back to Mike. That's, I like to say, a lot of things a lot of obstacles on the water nowadays. You got to be careful.
Well, you know, up there at Douglas there at the dam, they was doing that parasailing up there.
Yeah.
And then I seen that bunch down there last year had that dang float deal that they had on that. That looked pretty wild to me. Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, what can I say? Just please be careful. All right. We'll catch this one, then we'll get some film going here. Hey, hello, caller.
Yes, I just wanted to ask Mike if he's got hooked in the boat anymore.
Hooked in the boat. Oh, well, yeah.
No, I ain't caught no more catfish with that plug yet.
Yeah, I know now what you're talking about. Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't know whether he has or not. He may have, heck.
Yeah, I used to work with him. I aggravate him a lot. He knows who I am.
If you're the one who rescued him, I'm sure proud you come over and give him some help. So get him unhooked from that catfish.
Yeah.
No, I just seen it on your show.
Yeah. Buddy, I tell you what, Mike, you know, when he takes off fishing and it's dark, I always call his wife and say, has he got home yet? No, he ain't got home yet. Because he took off one, that's been years ago, he left, he and Brad Lockett went to Norris to fish a tournament, and his wife called me about 3 o'clock that morning and said they hadn't come in yet, and I thought, well, they're just still fishing. So I called up there at the boat dock and asked that guy, I said, buddy, would you go out there and look and see if there's I described the truck, you know, and he said, he went out, and he said, well, wait just a minute. He went over there and come back and said, yeah, I said, there's a truck sitting out there. And I said, okay. I said, that's my brother and his partner, and I said, I guess I'm on my way up there to help to look for them. If they were to come by, and before I got my clothes on, that guy called me. He said, hey, he said, I believe that's them coming by the dock here now. Said they're paddling with a dip net. And it was 4 o'clock in the morning. It had been there ever since that afternoon, and I said, okay, buddy, I appreciate it.
Oh, Mike's a good one. I like him.
Oh, he is. You can't beat him, buddy. I swear you can't.
All right.
Thank you, buddy. See you, man. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, the catfish guy. Hooked to the lid and hooked to the catfish and all that good stuff.
Couldn't get to nothing.
Couldn't get to nothing, huh? All right. Dylan, you ready? Okay, let's start out with that Douglas film at the weigh-in and go on from there, bud. All right, folks, it's Saturday morning. We're here on Douglas Lake with the high school Next Generation Tournament. Got Colton Keys and Wesley with me. They're going to do the fishing. I'm going to try to put them on some fish here, so stay tuned. Remember our sponsors, and let's go fishing. All right, folks, I'm trying to film right into the sun. Wes was up there casting, Colt's back here getting one. We got one fish in the box and hunting for the second. And we've changing baits, trying to figure out something here. We'll get back with you hopefully when I get another fish on here. All right, folks, we're here at the weigh-in. Everybody's gathered up, gonna weigh. Wesley and Colton's up there with one fish. 197 sounded like.
They probably did.
Okay, we got two juniors over there weighing in. Looks like they've got a fish or two.
5'7".
5'7".
Yeah.
All right, folks, it's Monday morning. We kind of left the camera in the truck, caught two fish, missed two, came back to get the camera, and we're here at Star Point. We're going to stay 2 or 3 days here with Bill, and we've caught a couple, caught two, had caught the first one on a jerk bait. A couple of casts later, one missed the jerk bait, then I caught two on the swim bait, and missed another one on the swim bait. So we thought we better come back and get the camera. Wesley's a little camera shy, but anyway, I figured I better get the camera in case he caught one. So, yeah.
Don't have to wonder about me.
Yeah, don't have to wonder. Yeah, okay. I guess that means he ain't going to catch them, or he is one. I ain't figured it out yet, but he's going to have to get straightened out. I know that. Anyway, we're going to get back out here where we had to come back in to get the camera from and see if we can get on some fish. Water temperature running about 56, 57 degrees. And we hope to get back with you. These fish are going to bite, I do believe. Misty rain, overcast, water's good and clear, so we're going to get out here and see if we can't get some fish, get them on the camera. Remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing. He's got my line wrapped around the field there, Wes.
You got a hold of him now, ain't you?
Yeah, I've got a hold of him now. If he'd open his mouth, I could get that loose.
You gonna net him, or?
Probably gonna have to, I guess.
Let me get the net out of there.
All right, yeah. Dadgummit, buddy. You rascal, you. Boy, that thing there, he got that hook there. If I could get that hook out of his bill, boy, we net him. We fixed to get into a mess right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sure are. Open your mouth there, buddy. Slide that hook out. Dadgum you. Shoot. There you go. I know you'd do it. I know you'd do it.
Gonna have to net him, ain't we?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
There he goes.
Thank you, Lord. Man, alive. Yeah, that's the way they do, like a big sailfish.
That ain't the right color brown. All right.
Yeah.
That's even bigger.
That's a damn another one.
That's wrong brown again.
Son of a gun. Shoot, boy, I'm glad you left the net out.
Yeah.
Dadgummit.
I know you do that. The other one jumped there.
Shoot.
Knew that's what was gonna happen.
Trying to get my line out around his bill. He won't let me.
Looks like you got your line clamped down.
Now then. Yeah, now then we got it.
Yep.
Wrap that line around his bill. Yeah, you're talking about a mess, man. Rolled up in that net and everything else.
He rolled his mouth up on that one.
Yeah. Let's see. Gotta do something. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut the camera off and
Alright, yes.
get him off there. All right, got him undone. Now if we just get him in the water. There he goes. Now catch a smallmouth next time.
Yeah.
All right, there's Papa with the first fish.
I don't know, Wes, what we've got hooked up here.
I don't either. He's bulldogging.
Bulldog is nothing. I don't know what it is. Oh my goodness. There's what it is.
Yeah.
Look there, what a big old smallmouth. Come on up here, buddy.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good fish right there, Wes. Sure is. Hold on now, bud. Whoa now, come here. Okay, blame it. Come here. Ah, Get up here. Dadgummit, wear yourself out for nothing. Come here now and I'll get you loose. Come here. Man, get up here, buddy. Here. Hold still now. Hold still. Hold right still. Quit. Quit. Yeah, get you right there. Alright, needle nose.
Needle nose. Right there behind you.
Alright. Let's get him loose here. He just had one hook in him to start with. And then he got the slashing and the carrying on.
Alright. It's a nice
Pretty
one.
fish.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Alright, there you go. Let's get another one.
Okay. Alright, folks. Wes got a fish of some kind on here. We hadn't got a good look at him. Oh man, that's a walleye. Hold what you got. Hold what you got. Don't move a muscle. Let me get the net. That's an eating fish right there. Yeah, that's an eater. Easy now. Don't let him throw that plug and hit me in the face with it. Ease him on up. I got him. Good job, bud. There you go. Oh yes. Hey, buddy. Ooh, son. You've done good, Wes. Real good. I'm proud of you. Man, that's a nice one. You've done real good. Now, here's where you get to use your grippers.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to cut the camera off and get this walleye off, folks, because he's a toothy critter, and yeah, he might bite us. All right, good job, Wes. Put him in the live well, please. Not over the side of the boat, but in the live well.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Supper. Good. Perfect. Your mama will be proud of you.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be 8 when Mama gets it.
You better not.
Alright. That's all with the big one, ain't it?
Yeah, pretty good fish. He ain't great big West, but had another one right with him. They're trying to get it. Don't break my plug off. There you go. Keep a tight line on the bait. Good. Perfect. Good job, man. Just hold on now. I don't want to get a hold of that plug like that. Now I got him. Now then. Good job. Needle nose. You and the walleye had him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another fish right with that fish right there, Wes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure was. Man, I wished we could really get on them on this jerk bait. I like to catch them on a jerk bait. Dadgummit, weighs that hook in there. There we go. Right in that tough part of his jaw.
There we
Just
go.
like that. Yeah, don't want to.
Alright.
Pretty fish.
Oh yeah. It's a nice one.
All right.
There you go. Let's get another.
Okay.
Alright. First cast with that deal. Broke his line. He's had 4 bites on the Cinco and broke his line on the last fish. About swallowed it there.
Yeah, but I had to get some heavier artillery, Wes.
Yep. He was trying to throw it on 10-pound test line.
Sure
That ain't
did.
how it works.
Had to get some heavier artillery. What do you think about that now?
That's a nice one. That's a dang football right there.
Yeah. All right.
There you go. Get another. Well, there's another one on the. Oh Lord, that's a good one. I'm gonna try to get him.
Yeah, Wes, I told you he's a pretty good one. He looks like a log back there behind that thing.
Come here.
Attaboy.
There he is.
You done good, son.
Nice 3 or 4 pounder right there.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
Yeah, he's 3, every bit of 3. Maybe a little
Yeah.
bigger. Oh, yeah, pretty good.
It's a nice one.
All right,
All
see her.
right.
Looks like her tail's a little wore too, Wes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Huh? She's been in there working.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
There
that's
she
4
goes.
pounder.
Yeah, let's get another. All right, found him another one. I'll tell you one thing, them guards, there's about 1,000 of them around here.
Yeah.
All right,
Back in the water,
back
Wes.
in the water. Let's get another one.
Like you'd weigh 10 pounds.
All right, there's another one. I know one thing, I'm going to have to rig me up what you got. Same trash pile.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
He took your worm, didn't
yeah, he throwed it off.
he? All right.
Sure did.
Then I don't kill the boat.
I gotta back it up.
He's poor as a dang whippoorwill.
Yeah, well, he is. That's the male.
Yeah.
That's the male fish right there.
Yeah. All right. He wanted back in the water. He wasn't done.
That fish looks rough.
All right. There's another one. Yeah, he definitely does look rough.
Yeah, sure do. He's got a lot of black spots on him, man.
Yeah.
Get up here, bud. Dang it.
I'd have pretty good sacrifice fishing my daggum high school tournaments.
Yeah. Oh, he knocked the snot out of that thing.
All right, there we go. There he goes. See another. All right.
All right, Wes, I got a little smallmouth that time, buddy.
Yeah, he tried to eat the Cinco. It was about the size of him.
He did. He sure did. He come up there out of that clear water like a rock.
All right, there he goes. All right. About the fourth cast. Papa got him on here. He's a jumper, ain't
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He ain't great big, but he's meaner than a striped snake, Wes. Hold on, big boy. Hold on here now. Get you up here in the boat and get you loose. Needle nose pliers. Yeah. Up. Come here now. Yum it. Come here. Get a hold of you. And I'll get you loose. You'll just hold right still. Golly bump. See what I mean about them hooks? You don't have to set the hook on a jerk bait. He's already got it. There we go.
All right.
Back in the water, Well.
There he goes. All right.
May be a big cat. He ain't wanting to come up. I'll tell you that right now. Golly bump. I'm afraid it is a catfish, Wes. Afraid it is.
Might be.
It's a big one down on the bottom. Tell you that right now.
Well, the camera's about out of battery. I'm gonna cut her off till we get her back up here.
Okay.
He finally got it up there.
You see that right there? Golly bump. Huh?
Yeah, that's a big one.
I want you to get a picture of that. Let me have the net. Man, I hope he don't take off again. Hop. Don't let him break my line. Shoot. That is ridiculous.
Better netting quick.
Yeah. Oh, man.
The net ain't even big enough.
Golly bum. Oh, shoot.
You're gonna break the net.
You're gonna tear my net up. Good.
Let's make those this box right here.
Yeah.
Trying to rig my bait up.
Yeah, give me them needle nose pliers there. I'll see if I can get the hook out of it.
Golly, bro.
Dang it, man. Shoot for 6-pound test line.
Yeah.
Come here now. Got everything hung up here. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Lord have mercy. Folks, have you got the camera on?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. I want you to look there. What a drum.
Hold on a second. Let me wipe it off.
He's got to be 40 pounds.
Oh, yeah, easily 40 pounds. I can't even get the camera on him there. There we go.
Golly.
That's a big one right there.
Back in the water.
All right.
Good gracious alive, Wesley.
Let's not get another one of them.
No, that was 6 pounds S line.
Yeah. All right. He finally got the right species this time.
Yeah, folks, we fooled around last night and didn't put our camera on charge. We're going to try to get as much film for you today as we can. It's Wednesday, remember our sponsors, and we'll get back with you here, hopefully with another fish. I'm trying to get Wes to catch one. He's working on it, but he hold his mouth right or something. Look at there. All right. All right, there's Wes. Got a fish hooked up here. Yeah. All right, Wes. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah. All righty. Old smallmouth, we'll take him. Good deal, Wes. That boy. Wind conditions got a little rough. We're still beating on them.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Largemouth one. No,
Dang
look out in the water, big old crappie, Wes.
Yeah, throw him in the dang box.
Oh,
you gotta be kidding. Golly, bro, you should threw him in the dang box there.
I know it. Hey, always another one with it.
All right.
Another one with it. You need to drop your bait down. Drop your bait down. Drop it.
All right, we're back. He's smaller than I thought he was.
Yeah. Had another one right beside him there, Wes.
Yep.
There it is. Hold on, buddy. Yeah. He's the one trying to take it away from him.
All right, there he is. Get another.
All right, there's Wes with a pretty nice smallmouth there now, Wes. We'll take
Yep.
them kind.
That's a nice one.
All right, back in the water, buddy.
All
It's a
right.
good one.
There's Peppa with a nice smallmouth. 3-pounder there. All right.
Good
There he
boy,
is.
Wes. That's good.
Oh yeah, sure it is.
All right.
All right, there he goes. Let's get another. All right, that's Peppa with the first fish. Oh yeah.
Yeah, boy, Wes. Boom. Boy, he knocked the fool out of that thing too, son.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
All right. There he goes. Let's get another. All right.
Getting bigger, Wes.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's a nice one.
Yeah. Folks, 55-degree water. Water's up about a foot more than usual. Muddy, stained. And they're in here in 2 foot of water.
All right, let's get another. All right, there's Peppa with another one. I'll lift him.
I hope he don't pull off, so I barely did get a hook set in.
Oh yeah, he's hooked good. Come here, come here.
Oh, son. Thank you, Lord.
That's a 5-pounder.
Huh? Yeah.
There
Boy.
you
Yeah, man.
go. All right, that's a big female right there. Looks
Yeah,
like.
boy. She's not working on no nest yet or nothing.
No.
She looks good.
Oh yeah, there she goes. Let's get another.
Get him going. All right, folks. Old Wes got a pretty good fish on here now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. How's that feel, Wes?
Yeah.
Huh? Shoot. Now you know what it's like to catch a fish, don't you? Hold on. Got him. That's a good keeper. Good keeper. All right. He said, I got him. Yeah, you got him. All righty. Hold him up a little bit. Yeah, boy. That's a 2.5-pounder. Good. All right, get you another. All right, folks. Old Wes got another bass on there. Attaboy, Wes. Attaboy. Looking good. It ain't a keeper, but he's a fish. Attaboy. All right. Give him another, but. All right, old Wes got another fish on right here. Yeah, boy, that's a good keeper, Wes. Yeah, man. That's 15, 16 inches long. Attaboy. Pretty fish.
At the top of the mouth.
Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to get them, bud. I hope our camera keeps working.
Yeah.
All right. All right, folks. Wes got another fish on there. I don't know, Wes, if he'll make the 15. And
His dang top lip's gone.
yeah, he's been hooked a time or two, ain't he?
Yeah.
All right, back in the water. All right, Wes got a good fish, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good keeper. Son of a gun, you're gonna cause me to swap jigs, Wes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Dang, that put us 5 apiece, didn't it?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Huh. I'm gonna have to swap jigs. Yeah, bud, good keeper fish. All right, back in the water.
All right, finally got that one, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
These
well,
pails are ghost.
Yeah, well, this water temperature and the color of the water sure changes.
Yep.
All right, I mean they adapt, pretty good. That fish is warm. He don't feel nothing like 50, 57-degree water. All right,
All right.
we'll get another.
All
Get
right,
him
that's
back.
it.
Okay, folks, we're back, and Mike, we had a lot going on right there.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Had a lot going on. Wesley and I, Mike and Bill's got film that they shot Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and so that wiped theirs out right there on my camera. And but yeah, let me tell you what we found out was going on down there as far as the baits we were throwing right quick. We caught a few fish on jerk bait, and Wesley had his line broke on the jerk bait, and but as the day, that was an early morning bite, seemed like, on the jerk bait. Then most of the fish we caught came on the smallmouth, especially on that little old Kitech swim bait, and got them at Edgemore Outdoors, Mike.
Yes, sir.
There was when we were down there a month or so ago, that chartreuse and blue was a killer.
Definitely.
I mean, it just, buddy, we just eat them up. I mean, you catch 20, 30, 40 fish a day in a day's time, they're biting it. And so this trip, they didn't want nothing to do with the chartreuse and blue much, Mike.
No.
I mean, so we had to go to a different color, and it was the I forgot what they call it, but it had a gray silver bottom and the black blue sparkle in the top and a little gray on its back, and was the one that I was catching them on, and they seemed to bite it pretty good. So things change. Watercolor, water temperature, it makes a difference, and you be ready to change up as as things change, and as it gets warmer, and the cloud cover and the water clarity and all that. Then we got up there Tuesday. Wes and I were fishing, and we was working our way up the lake towards what is it? Sunset Dock. We were up above Jolly Creek. Started there above Jolly Creek, headed up, working our way up the lake, and I knew the largemouth were in the pockets, and so I thought I'd show Wes how to catch them on that Cinco. And buddy, sure enough, you'd go back, that sun kind of came out, half sunny, half cloudy, and you'd get back there where the trash and the timbers were in the back of the pockets, and you'd throw that Cinco in there, and just give it a twitch or two and watch what's going on, because they'd be just all over it. And we caught 5 or 6 nice fish, and we had a couple of small ones that we didn't even film, and this, that, and the other. And and the week before that, they had a 2-day tournament down there, and it took almost 40 pounds to win. And listen, those people down there tournament fishing, they don't fish for the smallmouth, because you're only allowed 2, one 21 inches and one less than 16. So they are all largemouth, and there's some nice largemouth in that lake.
Some real nice ones.
There's some nice ones in there, I'm telling you.
And a lot of them too.
And yeah, so that's what's going on there on Dale Hollow. We had a great time. We ate well. We were at the Bill Nichols cabin there at the gathering place, and man, I tell you what a history that place has got there. And anyway, we were glad to be down there and get to fish. So, but that's what went on as far as bait wise. A lot of the fish were in that 10 to 15 foot range. And you know, the funny part about it was there's grass growing on that lake, and it's up about 4 inches up off the bottom, because when you get a piece on your bait. But those smallmouth were hanging right around those grass patches. Now, we caught a few smallmouth on some some semi-rocky places, Mike.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a bluff line or solid rock or anything like that. We caught a few. They were kind of more on the mud, rock, point, gravel, mix. But a lot of the fish were right around that grass. And we throw that bait out there and tick that grass a little bit and just kind of keep it just bump, bump, bump. And next thing you know, there'd be one on it.
Yeah, and some of the grass was dead.
Yeah.
Hadn't started back yet. And then when you got out there 20 foot, you started hitting a lot of tall grass that was good and green,
Mm-hmm.
that the lake never did get down far enough to kill it out, and for it to die out in the winter. So it was some good grass beds on out there.
Yeah.
So we was fishing, some of them it was 35 foot deep,
Right.
So,
That's right. Yep, sure. And you hitting grass out there. And I, if you folks didn't see that segment that Mark Zona done, he and I forgot now who was with him. They were out at Dale Holler back in February, and we're fishing a half-ounce football jig out there in about 35, 40 foot of water, and catching some largemouth and some smallmouth. So,
yeah.
Out of the grass.
Out
They
of the grass,
they catching it out of the grass, But that's the way it is. Listen, folks, do remember our sponsors. Service Pro, Lube Center, they're new. We just picked them up here a couple of weeks ago. Daniel Van Cleef, we're glad to have him as a sponsor of the show, and so do patronize that business for sure. Vans Auto Parts, weekly specials down there. Edgemore Outdoors, Citizens First Bank, the Fudge Store, Candy Gift Shop there in Oliver Springs, Pamela Ann's, Shared Treasures across from Ace Hardware. Got a lot of things, new, old, in that business, and they do the on the have the weekends. They have people up there on the flea market area there, and like I said, Edgemore Outdoors, want to thank them, and Jim's just got the best selection of stuff up there, folks, in this area. I'm telling you, you just can't beat him. And Tim's Tires, Reynolds Racing Marine. Talked to Glenn today. They got 2 or 3 new Expresses in. They got the deck. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. He got two new models of Express boats in. They got the Sea Deck material on them. Mike, that's that stuff you were talking about. And so you need to go down and check those out and look at those 2 new Expresses they got in. He said that one is damn nice. I mean, he said that thing's beautiful. So if you're looking for a great aluminum boat, stop by Reynolds Racing Marine and check those Express boats out. Also, too, he's got several. Let me tell you what I've been told. The Optimax Mercuries won't be built anymore. Once the engines that the dealers has got is gone, that's all the Optimaxes. They'll all be 4-strokes. So from here on out, and I'll get back to that in just a second. Let me take this call here. Yes, sir.
How's that, Mike? Steve?
Hey, Tony, what's up?
Not much. Has Mike been crappie fishing since last weekend?
No, No, go ahead, Mike. You talk to Tony. I don't want to tell him the bad news.
Well, everybody I've talked to and what little bit I done was terrible. Now it may have settled down a little bit since the last trip I made down there, but
When was you down there?
last Wednesday, last week, and I think
Last Sunday and caught 32. I only had 2 keepers.
yeah, I didn't catch.
Little bitty fish.
Yeah, I caught 10 or 11 crappie. I had 2 keepers is all. The rest of them were just 4 or 6 inch fish. It surprised me, you know.
So the water's gonna be muddy this weekend.
Yeah, I was down there today. The water's going to be muddy this weekend. I don't know how. Now, Tony, listen, you might go, you know, down the Blue Springs and down that neck of the woods. Really and truly, what happens is, I wasn't here. I was out there, but no harder than it seemed like it rained. Probably that water will be dissipated by the time it gets down to the middle of the lake.
Well,
It may not, but it could be. So you may find some clear water, you know, just gonna have to hunt for it.
I hope so.
Hey, but you know, Little Emery and Big Emery's, it's not chocolate, but it's got plenty of color to it. So you may have to go. I don't know what the Tennessee looked like, Tony. There from Kingston up, it may be pretty decent up so far, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find muddy water and for sure if you want to, and that kind of thing.
I'd rather not.
I know it. You're hunting for you're hunting for some clean water, some clear water. I know. Yeah, so you can see them minnows. I hear you, buddy. But you caught 32 and just had 2 keepers.
2 keepers, a bunch of little fish, 6 and 7 inchers. Probably smaller than that.
Well, son of a gun. I listen. That's good. That we know they're coming on with it.
Yeah.
We'll have some for next year, maybe. They'll grow a little bit.
Well, I'll let you go. I'll talk to you next week.
Okay, Tony. Good to hear from you, buddy. Hey, when's that crappie tournament you was talking about?
That's this Saturday. That's why.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. I'll tell you what I'd do if I was you. I'd drive down the side of the lake and kind of look out there around and see where the muddy water, you know, what the watercolor was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Try that and see if that helps you.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Good luck Saturday.
We went in some catfish.
Yeah, I guarantee you that.
All right, see you.
All right, see you, Tony. Good luck Saturday, buddy. All right, bye. Okay. Right quick, let me mention the East Tennessee Bass Anglers got a tournament on Milton Hill Saturday at Carbide Park. So that's Safe Light. Then their next one is Memorial Tournament on May the 5th there at Tom Fuller Park. And then the Heartland has got one this Saturday out of Rockwood, I think is what Max said. And 2 weeks ago, they had a tournament out of Ladd Landing, took 19 pounds to win it, and then they had one the same day at Rockwood. It took 18 pounds to win it. So there is some fish being caught, and you know, pretty good, Mike.
Yes,
Things are looking better.
real good.
For sure. I hope Dave Fulton got to go to Watts Bar today. He was talking about going. Let me get back to Reynolds Racing Marine. I told you about the express boats down there that he's got in. Just got some new models in, but this engine thing, Mike put me wise to it week before last, and then I verified that with Glenn today. Mercury is strictly going. I mean, they're not making any more Optimaxes. So they're going with the 4 strokes, and you've seen them advertising the 150, 175, the 200, and the 225 here on TVs. On the weekends, you see that they've been doing that ever since January, I guess. But Glenn told me there today, same thing he told you a couple of weeks ago, Mike, that there's no more Optimaxes once what the dealers have got is gone. And just tell you the truth about it, Glenn's got several down there at his place. 200s, 225s, 250 Pro XSs that pretty much he may have. And here's not the thing, even the other brands, Yamahas and everybody else, is running short on engines right now because they're all changing up. It's a new era, new model. Everybody's going to 4 strokes. So if you're looking to get a Optimax engine right now, it'd be a good time to do that. But because Glenn's got the 4. Well, I just named the 150s, 175s, and 200, 225. He's got, I think, a couple of those. But he's got, and they've got a 250 that's going to be in the 4-stroke business. So he's got those on order. But he does have some Optimaxes down there that he'd like to make you a good deal on. So if you're looking for a new engine, give him a call. Just give him a call. And I'll just tell you, a friend of mine had engine trouble last weekend, and he called them. They knew exactly when he told them what happened. They had ordered him a new power head, and he's supposed to pick his boat up tomorrow. So there you go. They just put him a new power. They put him a new power head on there, and. When he called me there Saturday night, he said the thing was said I was out there idling and waiting on the blast off, and went to crank it, cut it off, and went to crank it back up, and it wouldn't hit. And he got home, pulled the spark plugs out of it, and he said it looked like that number 5 cylinder had been hit. I said, yeah, it was hit, all right. Anyway, when he called Glenn, they turned right around and ordered him a new power head, and they done got it on there. He's supposed to pick his boat up tomorrow. So there you go. Anyway, folks, do remember that. Do remember our sponsors. Let them know you appreciate them sponsoring the fishing show. And we'll move right along with Mike. Anything that you and Bill found out there as far as bait-wise and that kind of thing?
Well, he changed up quite a bit, several different baits. I think that little smallmouth magic or something he called it. I think he
smallmouth magic. I couldn't think of the color of that. Yeah. That's right.
He caught quite a few on it. There, it done pretty good for him. But as far as anything with chartreuse on it, you couldn't hardly even get a strike on it.
Yeah.
And he was throwing that little net bait or something he called it there, was a little piece of worm about 2 inches, 3 inches long. On a little head, he caught a few on that. I didn't catch much at all, other than that good largemouth I caught out there, which surprised me. I got it on swim bait. It was about 15 foot deep, and it had a bloody tail on it, and big, looked like it was ready to lay out right then. And I towed a lot of different baits too. I tried Carolina rig. I got a couple of strikes on that, but I believe they was little fish. I tried the Cinco out there over some of that grass, and I think I had one good hit on it. Missed it. But, I didn't do all that good at all on anything else that I tried.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried hair flies, you know, we mixed
Right.
around with several different things, tried several different types of structure to fish, you know, but kept going back to the grass and stuff trying to find them. But a lot of it, the wind where we was at down in the middle of the lake down to there and going down, the wind played a big part on where we fished at and everything. So
Yeah, that lake, the way Dale Hollow is, and heck, it's that way everywhere. But it's like a chimney, and the way that the wind most of the time comes out of the southwest, and buddy, it just wreaks havoc on about 90% of that lake out
yeah,
there.
well, it started out, it was coming the other direction.
Yeah, blowing down the lake.
Blowing down
the
the
lake. Yeah, coming out of the northeast. Yeah, sure was, Mike. That morning, that definitely was. But anyway, it's hard to get out of it out there. I'll say that. It really is. Let's see. Had one other. Yeah, the big drum. I caught that thing on that little old 2.8 swim bait.
Yep.
I was sitting on had a creek channel coming out in front of this point there, and I was sitting on the edge of it there. The fish was about 20 foot deep, and I dropped that little old swim bait down there, and it just went like that. And I said, "Dadgummit!" And when I come up on it, I felt that fish. I mean, I knew a fish hit it. And when I picked that rod up to set that hook, it just, like you hung on to a freight train, it never moved.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, it took me about 15 minutes to get that fish up. He run from one side of the boat to the other, out towards the middle, back into the bank. And I'd gain 3 or 4 or 5, 10 reels on him, and he'd take twice that back. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was finally got that rascal in, and on 6-pound test line, and that was a lesson I was trying to show Wesley. I said, "Hey, if there's nothing down there to tangle up on, cut your line on, Mike," I said, "you can land a big fish on 6-pound test line."
Sure can.
Yeah, you just wear him out. So anyway, but that was a pretty good sized drum that I got in the boat there. And the dang, man, them gar fish, I tell you, them old gar, there Tuesday when we went up, got up the lake throwing that Cinco and them back in them hollows, Mike, the water was just, you could walk on them. I mean, that sun popped out and they was just laying up there everywhere. And I'm not talking about a few, I'm talking about hundreds and 1,000 or more. And they was in every pocket that we went in. Everywhere you look, they was laying there. You know how they do, because they're going to spawn here.
They're going to spawn too, yeah.
They're going to spawn right
All
here
of
pretty
them.
quick too. All right, folks, listen. God bless you all. See you next week.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.